Let's shift our focus to heightened tensions in one of the world's most critical waterways, the Taiwan Strait. Taiwan has revealed new details about China's military behavior, claiming simulated attacks on foreign naval ships passing through these waters. Taiwan's top security official says China's military launches mock strikes using both naval and air assets when foreign vessels transit the strait, adding that Taiwan actively shares intelligence with international partners when their navies operate near Taiwan, ensuring allied ships have real-time awareness of Chinese movements. The Taiwan Strait is one of the busiest shipping routes on the planet, carrying about half of the world's container traffic. But Beijing claims full sovereignty over this narrow channel, a position rejected by both the United States and Taiwan, who maintain it is an international waterway open to all. In total, 8 different navies have conducted dozen voyages through the Taiwan Strait this year, including U.S. Navy vessels that pass through every few months, triggering strong responses from China. And countries including Britain, France, Canada and New Zealand have also made transits in 2025. According to Taiwan, China quote-unquote shadows every ship, signaling Beijing's assertion over the region.
In addition, they will sometimes mobilize air forces, as the legislator just mentioned, to carry out simulated attacks in order to demonstrate their military presence and claimed authority in the Taiwan Strait. As a result, when our international friends enter the waters around the Taiwan Strait, they can generally grasp the typical modes of Chinese communist activity.
Meanwhile, China's military activity around Taiwan remains frequent. Taipei sees these daily ship and aircraft operations as a form of pressure tactic. And as we head into the final months of the year, Taiwan warns it is a period when China traditionally steps up its military drills. In response, Taiwan is moving to boost its own defense capabilities. In November, President William Lai unveiled nearly $40 billion in supplementary defense spending.
The purpose is to protect the combat capabilities of our armed forces. It is clear that the number of China's missiles continued to increase, and if it were to attack Taiwan, it would inevitably launch the missiles it has deployed. This is why we must have the T-dome to effectively preserve our military's combat power.
Beijing, however, has slammed the defense package, calling it a misuse of public money and would only quote-unquote lead Taiwan into disaster. The latest revelations about China's alleged simulation attacks come at a time when regional tensions are already spiking on multiple fronts. Last month, China issued a sharp warning to Japan after Tokyo announced a new missile deployment on Yonaguni. The Japanese island is just 110 kilometers away from Taiwan's east coast, a move welcomed by Taipei.
Japan's deployment of offensive weapons on the southwestern islands adjacent to Taiwan is a deliberate attempt to create regional tension and provoke military confrontation. Coupled with Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's erroneous remarks on Taiwan, this trend is extremely dangerous and warrants high vigilance from neighboring countries and the international community.
With repeated Chinese drills, alleged simulated attack runs and growing naval footprint across the Western Pacific, regional powers like Japan, Australia and Southeast Asian nations may be forced to rethink their security posture. In such a tense environment, even a routine transit can be misread as a provocation and mock attack could be mistaken for real aggression. And with the growing tensions, a regional flashpoint has now turned into a global economic and security concern.
I rose from the army with medals on my chest. I spoke of freedom from colonial chains, but I tightened my own. I filled prisons with ghosts. Nearly 500,000 people were butchered under my rule, and I trusted only my paranoia. I gave myself grand titles. I claimed to be Africa's strongman. History calls me something else, the dictator. Who am I?